I always wished for an angel to show me to the light, but my skies would never shine bright. It was always dark and cloudy, as if my night skies never faded away. It felt like I was always being dragged down by a hurricane of rain and wind, moving faster than the space-time continuum. The sad part is, it's all in my mind. I asked God, why can't I even keep my focus? What if the end of the world is near and the minds were correct about the world ending in 2012? They predicted 2012 and it started 2019, but maybe they weren't wrong. And the world started coming to an end in 2012. My whole life I lost someone close to me every year, someone so dear to me, and it causes me to live in fear. They say if you love something, set it free, and if it comes back, it was meant to be. I've done that my whole life and lost a million lives in the process. I can't even shed a tear in my cries. It's happened so many times that if I had a dime for every time, I would be living in a pocket full of sunshine. Walking around with a smile, never having the thought of a frown. But that's just a dream. That won't even happen in my sleep. That's the fakest reality you could ever think of. Steven Spielberg can't even make a fake story about being joyful 100% of the time, you see? Every day, I endure pain, fear, tears, scares, and even heartbreaks. I could continue to list, but I would be taking longer than the thickness on my eyebrows. They say because of the color of my skin, I'm incapable of being depressed. Well, if that's true, what does that make you? Depressed? Upset? Sad? You tell me what you feel. And since you say I can't be depressed, let me tell you how I feel. You judge me because of the color of my skin, and you don't even have a valid reason to assume you know who I am. Yes, I'm darker than you, but does that make me any different than you? You say every person who's dark can see, but just keep dreaming. I'm a dark-skinned human who can't seem to save my life. If it was life or death, I would pull the trigger on myself without a doubt. I deserve to be known before you make an assumption. I'm speaking to the world and everyone who's in its surroundings. Give me a chance to speak before you take my freedom of speech away. Read me my right to be silent before you assume I'm going to talk back. Stop looking at my skin and assuming the first thing you need to do is pull a trigger. Give me a chance to see a judge before you put me in a hot seat and send me to my defeat. Treat me like a human being. That's the one thing I was never seen as, and I shiver in the cold and sweat in the heat just like any human being. I'm lonely and weak, don't you see? I can barely stand on my own 2 feet. My body is swollen from the pain and misery, the sticks and bricks, the cuts and bruises, and the anxiety and depression I took in my whole life. I've never said a word about my pain, and yet I still defend others from theirs without a thought. I jump in front of a bullet right through the heart is where it lands. I don't even get to say goodbye, but it's okay. I just hope you know that this was my choice because I lived my life with pride and joy, and every minute I remember who you were. I helped you push for your dreams, and at first you didn't succeed, and I know how hard it was, but it's okay. Just push harder the next time. Nothing is ever out of reach. Just attack it like a beast, and remember you're a perfect masterpiece of art. Don't you see? You are so close. Just don't give up, and you'll be able to reach your destination before the doors even close.